I'm Xylo, an intuitive sacred dialogue artist. It means the balance of living true to your nature. So my middle name is Zenobia. It's Samoan, actually. And it means her father's pride, XYNOBIA. And my last name is Lawrence. So I took the LAW. Yes. What does a sacred dialogue artist do? What I do essentially is I teach people to trust themselves. Absolutely. I have many clients from all over the world, from my country where I started my work, and by their referrals, their families and friends from London and China and everywhere. The US. I enjoy helping people realize how powerful they've always been, that they either didn't remember or didn't have the tools to identify. Very rewarding. I started this work because of my own trauma, and every time I have a session with a client, it reminds me of how powerful and beautiful all the trauma that I have been through has been. It makes me realize what it's all for. It's for our growth. It's for our realization of the power of ourself. It's for our realization of the power of humanity, of connection, how long and how nuanced progress and growth is, and how necessary it is for our human development. Definitive in the life experience that I have and in the certifications that I have, I utilize that. The way that I support somebody through that is self-created. In 7 years, I would say 100 prison, schools, HR spaces. So that's the most important part of my work. Is you come to me because you want the most confidential space of it, especially because of where I started my work in St. Lucia. I could be in a room and everybody would be my clients and nobody will ever know, because I have systems and tools that I explain on day one that makes people understand. I would encourage them to not say hi for their own confidentiality. Let that sacred space be that sacred space, which is what sacred in sacred dialogue. I have a pact with life about that. The right people just find me, and that's why I keep my advertisement so simple. I know with Ganesha's guidance, I know that when somebody sees Xylo, sacred dialogue, if they feel, what is that? They will contact me. And then on day one, I explain to every client all of this. And many clients ask me, why don't you have videos about what you do and all of that? And I say, because the intimacy, the trust of you being explained freshly in real time for the first time, just you, why I am here for you is what I am here for. It's necessary that it's for each person. Each person deserves that space and time to be explained what I do in a way that resonates with their reception at the time. It's very clear that I must do it in this way. So that's why I'm not for who I'm not for until I am. I am for everyone who is ready for me when they are ready for me. Don't feel anyway like, oh my God, I went to her, I wasted her time, she explained all of that and then I forgot it. That's the way life works, that we deserve the time it takes. We have an eternity for a reason. It's what humanity requires. Footsteps, the footsteps means the path. The droplet is the ripple effect, and the spiral is the eternal. That's why I have the droplet, the footsteps, and the spiral, and then my name, because I know that it's a symbolic code that the right person will be like, there's something about this. I'm going to call, I'm going to email, I'm going to ask her what she does. Like, I saw your picture, but I don't understand what you do. What do you do? And then I explain. And then they're like, oh my God, okay, when can I book a session? But it's funny because that's all part of it in my work with the trauma part, and I've done government work as well. There is that. And so that's why a lot of times people in high trauma situations rely on how far justice in the world has come, which does not validate the human justice of what they need. Like Gurudeva always talks about being very judicious in the way you interact with each other, and understanding the law of that in you above where humanity has decided legally you deserve this or you deserve that. Even if you have to walk through the channels of where humanity is, you have to walk through it from an understanding of your self-honesty, your integrity. You have to at least have a handle on that for you to be able to navigate the developing world, as this earth planet, this fire planet as it is. You know, if you don't have that sense of self, if you don't understand leaning on your own spine, what that means in a contextual traumatic space, you know, it just seems poetic or very distant. And I make these things tangible and real in the way that I work with my clients. What I'm really looking for, though, like my intention with this, to give back to the environment and support and be part of the environment that put me here in the first place. To be able to say, look, Ganesha, Xylaw is in Hinduism today, and it's a road sign, it's a signpost saying I'm on the planet doing this work. And it's just an affirmation and a declaration that I made it, that I did it, like on behalf of the little girl in me that one time for a season doubted herself. And look at me. I'm in Hinduism today. I can afford with this money to do this, to say, Ganesha took me this far. I'm here and I'm doing this fire planet work. That's really all it's about. It's that I want people to know that that we are able to live true to our purpose. That's what I want. Anyone who comes across me, whether people become clients or not, is not what matters to me, because that's a lot of work for me. What matters to me is that people, by perceiving me, remember or know that it's important and very doable to live their purpose. That's what's important to me. For me, the advertising is an affirmation, like a signpost, a testimonial that life supports me to do my life's work. It has a ripple effect so that others can see that for themselves, so that others can see it and be empowered by it. For example, when my old clients see, like when I show them, look, like that little business card that you saw years ago, that Xylaw, the footprints and the spiral, when my old clients see that, they'll see how far we've come, that how far they've helped me come, that I am here because of us. Add that, I like that, I am here because of us. That's what I want. And those who know, because it's a confidential space, because they're like, wow, I knew this girl when she just started doing this work, just started helping me, and look at how far she's come out of her car, by the beach, this dance studio, this after school program. Like, look at how far she's come. Because there's always more. I'm doing it for the clients that I had from way before, not only for new clients, I'm doing it for my old clients. And feel empowered to see how far they've helped me come, how far we've built my business. Well, I appreciate the process. It's important because for me, they will contact me where it matters most. In essence, even if they like double look at it, like just the fact that's the relationship that Ganesh and I have put into my work for 14 years, 7 years internally, 7 years externally. So I know what I'm doing.